Hello fellow YouTubers and welcome to the channel. Today I'm looking at the brand new roguelike dungeon crawler from MobX GmbH, which has released into early access on Steam. I'm going to tell you what it is, what it isn't, we'll discuss some pros and cons, then I'm going to tell you why I think this is a game that should definitely be on your radar. Before we start, I'd like to thank my patrons for supporting the channel. Thanks guys, I love you truly, madly and deeply. So first of all, what is Everslaught? Everslaught is a roguelike dungeon crawler that sees you fighting your way into a procedurally generated underground tomb. You will fight waves of enemies as you progress to a final, I'm going to say boss encounter, but it's more like a manic wave attack of what seems like hundreds of zombies all out for your blood. If you succeed, you get rewarded with a new sword and some gold. You then progress onto probably the coolest looking upgrade screen ever, as you are asked to sacrifice the blood of your enemies to progress your character. There are three main character types: the warrior, a melee and close quarter combat expert; the rogue, a quick agile character designed with speed and movement in mind, currently my favourite; or the vanguard, the master of weapons and gadgets, who's a good all-rounder. To help you progress, you can carry two swords into battle. These can be just an ordinary sword or the more rare items which can have attribute stats like more blood collected, freeze ability, or my favourite, the lightning sword. You also get a shotgun. Yes, a shotgun. And yes, it is as hilariously over the top as you would guess. But the genre-breaking gadget and my favourite thing about this game is the grappling hook. The reason I love it so much is that not only can you grapple away from trouble, but you can also grapple yourself into trouble by targeting enemies, grappling onto them, strike them while they are stunned, then dash away to safety. The mobility, speed of attack and retreat makes this the most fun I've had in VR. So what is Everslaught not? Well, some YouTube creators seem to have taken the very excellent first hour tutorial and presented that as the game. It isn't. Everslaught is a hardcore, procedurally generated dungeon crawler. Drop into the dungeon, kill everything, level up your character, collect and upgrade weapons, rinse and repeat. I've played over 5 hours now and I think the game is excellent as it is and will only improve as the devs tweak the combat and add more content. Currently this is a game that you can jump in, play a dungeon, level up, then move on to something else. A light, refreshing bite that you can go back to time and time again. When the devs add more content, you can jump back in and explore character progression and weapon upgrades more deeply. Me personally, well, my OCD kicked in straight away, so the devs had me at character progression and weapon upgrades. The three character archetypes are refreshingly different, so that playing them individually changes your strategy. Go in as the tank-like warrior and batter everyone with your fists? Yeah, you can do that. Murder everyone while whipping about using your grappling hook as an offensive and defensive weapon. The rogue can do that. Or take the more measured approach of the vanguard, who has no weaknesses overall. You can do that too. So I'm going to quickly chat about the pros and cons before moving on to my conclusion. Cons first, as I like to end on a positive note. Cons. 1. The game is early access, so expect a few bugs. 2. You need strong VR legs as there are no comfort settings and the game is proper full on. 3. Early access means there is limited content currently. Pros. Number 1. I have strong VR legs, so the speed and agility to grapple in, attack and then retreat turns the combat into a Balletic Bloodbath. 2. So pretty. I have an RTX 2080 Ti and it looks absolutely glorious. 3. That shotgun. I've nicknamed mine the Last Resort. I was streaming the game and one of the devs dropped in to watch. They gave me a few tips and tricks and hinted at upcoming content. And you know what? I really appreciated the fact that this person had taken the time to find out what I thought about the game, then reassure me that the devs are working hard to improve and expand the game. So top points to MobX for that. Cheers guys. I have had great fun playing this game. I absolutely loved the speed and agility of the combat. The weapons are satisfying, the enemies are relentless and numerous, and the polish applied to what is an early access title is astonishing. My live stream was one of my most popular, and then throw in the fact that one of the actual devs of the game took time out of their day to talk me through some tips and tricks, plus the fact I was having an absolute blast. Well, first impressions count for a lot in video games, and this one is special, and that's why it should be front and center on your radar. Plus it's only £15 in the UK and I can see myself playing many hours into this already superb dungeon crawler. You may have guessed from all the gushing that I actually really like this game, so go and buy it now, you won't regret your purchase. Just bear in mind that you do need very strong VR legs and the devs are not apologising for that. What do you think? Does the gameplay get your dungeon crawling juices going, or are you turned off by the blistering speed of combat? You know the drill. Get involved and comment down below. Well, that's it for today. If you enjoyed this content, please hit that like button. The algorithm loves the likes, and maybe do all the things popping up around me now. You can also support the channel on PayPal or Patreon, or by going to my shop on tshirtstudio.com and purchasing some of my stylish merchandise. My best chum Surgical has launched his own YouTube channel, so go check out the link in the description below. And I also stream once a week, so keep an eye on the community page on my channel for times and dates. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the other side.